Hackers hacked Watch Dogs Legion, comparison of FPS in pirated and licensed versions from DSOGaming. The first buyers of Alder Lake S processors were faced with the fact that Intel developers flatly refused to work with dozens of new games. Surprisingly, the problem was only noticeable in games purchased from official stores, while pirated versions ran without problems on new processors. As it turned out, the anti-piracy protection of Lenovo, which was incompatible with small cores, was to blame for everything. Over time, the problem was solved, but the sediment remained. The latest precedent clearly did not add points in favor of Lenovo, which has long been criticized for slowing down game performance and shortening the life cycle of solid-state drives. Today we have a curious test conducted by the DSOGaming team. Watch Dogs Legion was used as a guinea pig. Recall that the game was released back in 2020, but it was never hacked. Most recently, a well-known hacker, hiding under the nickname Empress, not only hacked Watch Dogs Legion, but also told why no one could break through the protection for so long. It turned out that there were 5 degrees of protection inside at once: File Integrity Protection, VM Protect v3. 5. 1. Uplay R2, Battle and the infamous Lenovo in version 10.0. At the time of publication of this material, Watch Dogs Legion is already selling like hotcakes on torrents, so it would be stupid not to find out how the licensed and pirated versions of the game behave. The GeForce RTX 3080 was used as the video card, and the Core i9-9900K processor became the heart of the system. Maximum settings have been activated, as well as ray tracing. As you can see, with RTX on enabled, the difference in FPS between the license and Paratka is 8%, but after disabling a ray tracing, both options behave completely differently. If the drop in the 1% low indicator reaches 4 frames per second, then on average there is a slight advantage of 6 FPS compared to the pirated version. The author of testing writes that Ubisoft made almost a miracle, because there are 5 software anti-piracy protections at once. This means that an 8% loss in this case is not so much, but for ordinary gamers, such flattering words in the direction of Ubisoft will not return them the lost FPS. By the way, currently the Empress hacking technique does not involve direct removal of anti-piracy protections, but bypassing them. In many games, hackers manage to disable Lenovo, so there the difference between a license and piracy is much greater.